In June 2026, over 20 individuals from around the country brought over 75 Fremo model railroading modules to Elk City, Oklahoma. These modules were joined together to form the layout for the 2026 Red River Run Fremo event. The Dallas Union Terminal module was the central module for this event. From here, the layout branched out into three regions: the South region, the North and Central region, and the West region. This is the first of 4 videos I am preparing that will visit each of the 3 regions and the Dallas Union Terminal module. Keep an eye on my channel for their release. In this video, we'll explore the modules that made up the West region. The first module is Larry Saslaw's Tehachapi Creek. It is a 45-degree module with the track running alongside Tehachapi Creek. 45-degree modules are of great value in designing the Fremo layout, as they allow minor adjustments in the direction of the layout to be able to avoid obstacles like walls or posts. We now enter the first of several modules belonging to David Dane. First is his Colton 2-to-1 module with desert scenery. It is based on Denver and Rio Grande Western's Soldier Summit route in Utah. There are several 2-to-1 modules around the layout, which are essential since they allow connecting a module with double track to a module with single track. Abo Bridge is a magnificent module, and it is the second version that David has made. The first one was unfortunately destroyed when he was on his way to an event and the trailer carrying it was tipped over by heavy winds. It is a 7-foot-long module with single track going over a 5-span girder bridge. It is based on Abo Canyon Bridge No. 1 in New Mexico on the Santa Fe Railroad. Coors Distributing is a 4-foot single-track module with a siding to service a Coors distributor warehouse. It is based on a prototype located in Roswell, New Mexico. The Caballo Creek module also belongs to David Dane. It is a 24-foot-long, 90-degree, signaled single-track module which includes a long passing siding and a company spur. It is not based on any specific prototype. Carson Heslop's Desert Wash Bridge represents a natural drainage channel in an arid environment that remains dry most of the year, but briefly turns into a rushing stream or riverbed during heavy rainstorms. Because desert soils are often hard-baked and unable to absorb sudden downpours, The surrounding water naturally funnels into these low-lying areas, occasionally triggering dangerous flash floods. We now enter David Ground's Old River Module. This is based on a curve in Conner, California, on the Sunset Branch, which was shared by the Santa Fe and Southern Pacific Railroads. As we enter, we see some produce sales being made at a crossing. Continuing along, we pass by a field being prepared for planting, an orange grove, and a crew doing some harvesting of crops across the tracks from some almond trees. The Lunar Signal Mole by David Dane is a 1-foot-long, single-track signal module. There are a number of other signal modes located around the layout. A signal module is a specialized standalone section of track that features built-in operational trackside signals and train detection sensors. They typically do not exceed 12 inches in length and are inserted into a larger model layout to simulate block signaling, allowing trains to know if the track ahead is clear, occupied, or has a train approaching. Grand Island Yard belongs to Aaron Levering. It was originally created by the Grand Island Train Club as a staging yard for use at the Nebraska State Fair. It is not based on any specific yard. It has a single mainline track that goes through the yard, with 8 tracks that are accessible from either end. At one end, there is a small repair and place building, and at the other end is a small facility for maintenance of way equipment and a small office. Harveyville Junction is one of Will Jamison's modules. This represents a section of a rail empire owned by the fictitious Harvey Railways. This module connects to both the Dow Junction loop and to the modules that go out to the Oakland Mole. Bealville Cut is a 45-degree module by Larry Saslaw that goes through a cutout in a mountain to get to the Dow Junction Loop. Dow Junction Loop was originally built by Dusty McCoy and is now maintained by the Southern Kansas Fremo Group. Loops are used at the end of the regions to allow a train to go back through the region in the opposite direction. This is one of the oldest Fremo modules around. Unfortunately, at 20 years old, it is starting to show its age, and this may not appear at many more events. The Causeway module belongs to Larry Saslaw. It is a gentle, tree-lined curve that leads into the Oakland Mole. Next is a 2-to-1 module owned by Jeff Zucker that connects the causeway to the Oakland Mole. The Oakland Mole is a massive 30-foot module built by Larry Saslaw that represents the Oakland Passenger Station. Mole is a term for an area where ship traffic would transfer onto land transportation. It was built on a landfill extension into the San Francisco Bay that was done in the 1880s. Ferries from the Embarcadero in San Francisco would bring passengers to and from the Mole. They would exit the ferries and enter the station through doorways located next to the dock. Many famous trains used the Mole, including the City of San Francisco and the California Zephyr. It was one of the busiest locations for railroading on the West Coast. It no longer exists and was demolished in 1960. Larry's model represents a compressed view of the station and much of the trackage around the Mole. An escape track is connected to several of the station tracks, which allows locomotives to disconnect from their train and to head off for servicing.
Get a picture of it through the door.
Yeah, no, that'd be great.
The roof sections and building walls are removable to allow cleaning of the tracks, maintenance of the interior details, and for transporting the module to and from events. Now that we've arrived at the Oakland Mole, this concludes our journey through the west region of the 2026 Red River Run Free-Mo event. This is the first of 4 videos I am preparing that will visit each of the 3 regions and the Dallas Union Terminal module. Keep an eye on my channel for their release.